All right, so this is my economics finals podcasting I'm doing. Um, yeah, the game you're watching is slow. I'm gonna just have that playing while I yap about economics. All right, so I'm gonna be talking about supply and demand. So basically, supply and demand is the relationship between the quantity of a good or service available in the market and the desire for that good or service, like the demand for it. And then supply is just how much of something there is, like how much of a product that there is, and then demand is like how much people want that thing, is the desire. So together they decide how much something costs. Supply refers to how much of a product or service is available. If there's a lot of something, then that would mean that the supply is high. Demand is how much people want or need that product. The higher the demand, the more that people want it. When supply and demand meet, then that's when we get that price. For example, if there's a lot of cupcakes at a bakery and not many people want them, the price will be low. But if there are only a few cupcakes and a lot of people want them, then the price is going to go up because the demand went up. So let's talk about the law of demand. Basically, the cheaper a product is, more people will buy it. The more expensive a product is, then less people will buy it because less people want it because it costs more. Anyone who's ever bought a project knows this. Then you have the law of supply. The law of supply works in the opposite way. So it's when businesses are more willing to make more of something when prices go up. They do this because it's more profitable for them. Businesses are constantly trying something called a market equilibrium. So the equilibrium is the point where it's not a shortage or prices aren't too high or low. It's that sweet spot that's good for everybody. The price is right in the middle where the supply and the demand meet. If either the supply or the demand changes, then this affects the price. Some examples of supply and demand would even be sports event tickets. If there's 10,000 seats but 15,000 people want to go, then prices will go up. The people willing to spend more money are the ones that go, and the event holders are going to make the most money possible. Gasoline would be another example of supply and demand. So when gas prices go down, they stay at like it was like in 2020 when the stay-at-home mandate was issued. This was because people were staying at home and not driving, and then that's why gas prices went down because there wasn't really that much demand for gas, and so the people selling the gas had to make sure that it was still being sold, so they lowered the prices enough so that somebody would buy them for the price. Like if there's a trend to sell, like another example would be like if there's a trend, right? If there's a trend going on that everybody wants to buy ripped jeans, so the people who sell ripped jeans are gonna have to raise the prices because the supply isn't going up. It's just the desire to want that product going around. So they would have to raise that price. And then, yeah, like when there's a growing demand for a certain good, then that's when the price is going to rise. Another thing would be like with Apple products, because Apple be taxing crazy. People, they don't want to buy that stuff, so demand's going to low down, and people might buy more Androids. That's just another example of supply and demand. So yeah, that's supply and demand.